Hey everybody, AstroNerdBoy here. It's time for episode 60 of our roster review series.
Help! Help! I'm being repressed!
Well, that's what it feels like a lot of times in this game, I'm not gonna lie. So, it's been a couple weeks since I did one of these. Very busy with work, but I got my first night off in 12 weeks. Over 12 weeks today, so I am making this video. We're recording this live on Twitch, by the way. So you're welcome to come by if I'm able to stream this. It's usually on Monday, so. Anyway, 8.2, well, about 8.3, we'll just say 8.3. Is my total collection power. This right here is a massive problem now. The arena meta. I just can't hold. It just sucks. It's terrible. I'm lucky it's only 404. I mean, lately it's been almost 700 or right at 700. They'll get beaten back to. So once in a very blue moon, I can get lucky and get back below 250 or whatever it is for the 100 core reward. But most of the time, I'm lucky to get 75 cores a day out of arena. The meta shift has been just terrible. So that's my offense on arena. I had them on defense for briefly, and that got me kicked back the furthest I've ever been kicked back. So I got kicked all the way back to 800 with these guys, and I was like, really? Okay. I'll put Black Order back up there and don't get kicked back quite as far, so go figure. But anyway, that was where we were a couple weeks ago, so there's been some team power growth. A lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm kind of doing I'm now doing resistance in Stark Tech, so everybody's getting leveled up equally right now. Because all my resistances were at 0, and now everyone's at least 5, maybe 6%. So, and of course they're trying to sell me stuff because I don't spend enough. So one of the things I'll go over in just a minute, kind of what I've been doing in terms of spending gold and advancing the roster. But yeah, we've definitely had some shifts in the last couple of weeks. So Mary Sue got elevated to gear 15, and that was because there was one day where I got insanely lucky with her gear 13 piece, which was the I think shield tech. I got 3 out of the main store for gold. It was like 180,000 gold, so I was like spend, and then there was 1 in the war store, and then there was one of those like the orb, the elite orb, war orb, or whatever it is. The ones that will give you gear 13 pieces, and it dropped me 6, and that got me what I needed to push over the top. It was pretty good. So that has I have resumed Dark Dimension 4 as a result. So we've gotten 1 more piece on Hela, but it's you know, it's going to take a while because, you know, we still need a lot of those gear 13 pieces and a lot more of those, not gear 13, gear 15 pieces. So it's going to be a while. We may be out of cosmic nodes before we get her to 15, but I'm still going to take her to 15 if nothing else for the second pass. Doc Ock, we're taking to 80 and 15 for the legendary part of DD4. Beast is here because we're character farming him for the Astonishing X-Men. We will be working on that. I will level him up some more, and I probably will take him to 14. Jubilee will go to 15 and 80. Probably take him to 75. Well, I don't know if I'll take him to 80. I'll take him to a 75 for sure. I don't know about 80, but of course the game's going to go with the 85 level cap pretty soon, which is going to suck. It's going to be so expensive. That's the only reason they're giving new gold, is because it's just going to be so expensive, and that they're playing it off right now like, oh, we've heard your cries, and we're giving you more gold. Aren't we so generous? Yeah, only because you're gonna be on the back end taking it all away and then some. So, you know, your generosity does not impress me. So Koye, we just picked up 10 more shards of her on the 10 for 10. 10 cores for 10 character shards. So yeah, we may get her to 7 in a few days, I hope. So really hoping. Yelena, we're character farming her. I'm gonna be forced to do her to 7 because the skill military for the event for training mats. So I've already got 3 characters at 7. I've got character number 4 at almost 7, and then she'd be number 5. And I'm not worrying about Shield Dude, fake Captain, Soviet Captain America or whatever he is. But we'll take her. We'll go ahead and star farm her to 7. I hate star farming to 7, but for the event, you got no choice. That's, you know, it's kind of what we're doing at Koye. Multiple Man and Polaris are here for just to get the Astonishing X-Men as a Blitz team at 40. So I've had some people tell me that I should take the time to expand out my Blitz roster. One who's in chat now, Goes, who we've known each other for a long time. He said that's what he had done on his roster, and so like the current event that we have going on now requires a lot of blitzing to get points and stuff, and the rewards are totally worth it. This is the first time where the blitzing, the rewards have been just insanely so good. I kind of want to look at those real quick. We'll do that before the video is over, but anyway, so yeah, so I wanted, we'll look at this more when we look at the save squads, but I want to take them up to the 40 for now, and then just, it'll be one of those lower level, but probably sure win Blitz teams. So, Kanla alongside Brotherhood 2.0 and Fantastic Four. Then once they are done, once I've gotten these both up to 40, so it'll take 2 days. So Doc Ock, you know, we'll raise him up a level. Actually, we'll go over this more in a minute, but it'll be like 2 more days, 1 for one for the other character. And then after that, we're gonna go full out on the Bad as F women of Infinity Watch, along with because we're gonna put them with Mary Sue. And it works pretty well, even if you don't have Adam Warlock. This team is just insanely good. So that's where we're going there. Don't think. Oh yeah. So, and speaking of those girls, because of the generosity of the event, I felt no compulsion in taking Gamora straight to 14 and Nebula straight to 14. So that'll make that team even better. We got a lot of pieces for the well, not necessarily. Yeah, see, you got 31 out of 5 here because we were getting fully crafted pieces there. And let's see. We'll look at Gamora. Should be tech. Yeah. So we were getting a lot of these pieces here. Like I think we got like 50 or something. I don't remember what it was, but it was a lot of fully crafted pieces for that piece, which meant I could do a lot of leveling up for free and not have to worry about farming the underlying build pieces. So I just went ahead and took them straight up because they're definitely worth it. But beyond that, I don't think there's been a whole lot of changes down here. But what I wanted to do real quick is kind of show, because I've had some people ask me how I spend my gold per day. So it's like for today, I'll train up him 1 level. Now, if I didn't have other characters I was working on the side, I would go ahead and take him up to the max at 800,000. But we'll just do him to 1 level, and we'll do the other level tomorrow. So we'll apply that so he goes up a bit more in power. And all right, sorry, I had to adjust the volume there. All right, so we leveled him up 1. We'll get the last level tomorrow. Now, I accidentally, my multiple man still had a star that I hadn't done, and I accidentally started him up yesterday. I was going to show that, but I would have spent that today, but I ended up spending it accidentally yesterday. So instead, what I'll end up doing for multiple man here is I'll go ahead and train him up to 40, so that's about 250,000. Well, that's 240. All right, and then we'll just start equipping. And it'll get him to a somewhat decent level, at least a workable level in early blitz. I mean, it's not going to go anywhere else, obviously. I've got green gear galore, so I'm not really worried about that. I've got blue gear galore too, so I'm not really worried about that either. All right, and I think we'll go back like 6 or 7 is where they is where 40 will let them go to. I don't think it goes to 8. Yes, so it goes up to 6, so we're into the 7 now. And then I take these up. And so it's like usually 4 there. I think it's like 441 is where it goes, I think. We'll know for sure in just a minute. All right, so that's 4. Or maybe it's 442. Might be 442. Yeah, it is. It's 442. So that that provides some measure of deal. So that just leaves the ISO, which I have no idea what to put on him, so I gotta go check. All right, so we're going to look and see what the bot says, and looks like healer is what most people put on him. So that's what we'll do. So I usually put like tier 2. And the reason I do that is because, like, see, I could take him all the way up to 5 if I wanted to. I'm not going to, but not at this point at least. The game is definitely pushing everyone to go to blue ISO, so they're gating a lot more stuff behind getting your ISO, your green ISO up to higher levels. So I usually do 2, like I said, because 2 gives you like 10% max health. So more health is more health, so that's why I usually do 2. Unless it's a scrub character, and the scrub character I don't even care about, but yes, he's got 10% more health, so, and as he goes up, they'll go up more. Of course, I'll give him more ISO later on when I actually start working on Astonishing X-Men, which Astonishing X-Men in my list of plans will happen after I get the Infinity Watch up to 80 and at least Gear 14 for those 2. And with the level cap coming to 15, yeah, I'll probably do that too. So, but for now, that's it for him. I'm not doing any more. I know that, he's a farmable character, and I will work on farming him. I may rotate him back in later. Like when Okoye drops off, I'll probably rotate him back in. Polaris is also farmable. So, I don't know. I may work both of them back in when Polaris is done. Because it's going to take a while to farm him. And it makes sense to keep farming the... well, these guys are X-Factor, not Astonishing X-Men, but still. It makes sense, I guess, to kind of farm them. Because you do need them to unlock their boss, Adam Warlock. So, but that's kind of what I do with my gold, and then that's kind of it for the day, other than whatever is in the supply store. So So I'll look through here, like, you know, this is a purchase for sure because I don't have 61 yet, and you know, that's a purchase for sure, even though I'm not working on that character, but there may be one in the future where I need that. So that's where I tend to spend my gold. So there is that. All right, so let's look at the save squads real quick. And so there you go. So there is the X Factor team with a scrub in the middle. But this is where they're going to stay for now. Like I said, we'll bring her up. I've got them in the loser category because even though the dad bros are supposed to be insanely good, and they are, at this low level, they don't seem to be doing so hot. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. Maybe this guy is such a drag on them. I don't know. But it's not like down here where these level 40 teams just this is like a 95% win, and this is like 85, I guess. Even in the 8 dot or the 7 dots and 8 dot range. So blitz. So I don't know. Well, I'll keep an eye on it. Let's put that away. I'll see if they start doing better once I get Polaris in, once I get the whole team in. Of course, minus the doofus in the middle. We'll go from there. But yeah, so I did bring up not Captain America up to 40. I refused to farm him at the outrageous arena store credits that he's going for. So, but he's just in here as a blitz team. Like I said, the only reason I have her, I'm farming her just for the event. This is the other merc. I think he's the other skill military guy. Yeah, skill military, yeah. So, where is he at? Yeah, so if he shows up in the raid store, I pick up his shards. So, he hasn't shown up in a while. But when he does, I pick up his shards because that way he'll be at 7. He'll be the 4th member of that team. But otherwise, it's kind of a... Actually, this team has actually kind of won a few after I've lost one and gone back to 8-0. It's kind of weird. I thought these guys up here, the Dad Bros, would do that. I didn't expect this team to do that. But it is what it is. So there's another lose team. It's just got some scrubs. Another lose team. Now this team actually, weirdly enough, will sometimes win when you're trying to lose. So it's really weird. I think they can drop back. I think once you get back to about 6, drop back to about 6, these two teams have a much better chance of winning. So I usually go ahead and take the wins if they get them. And then, like I said, all the teams are going up in power because I'm doing resistance on all 5 traits. So, skill, tech, military, not military, but skill, tech, mutant, bio, and whatever the other one is. I don't even remember. So every team is going up as a result, is the bottom line. But nothing too special. Of course, I got Doc Ock here, and this is the defensive team. I'm not gonna waste resources on the other 2, Charge, Sinister Six, even though they're better characters, just because I'm just not gonna waste the resources. So, yeah. I mean, I'd like to bring these guys up more, but I don't have the resources. So, besides, they're becoming more passe. I think in-game people and whale guilds and kraken guilds, you know, they don't even use her. They just put in Hela, I think, on war offense for that. But yeah, so no work is being done here. You know, with Gamora getting the rework, I'm gonna have to try to pay attention to see who they take out of this lineup. It may be Drax. I think they leave him in. But yeah, I sometimes get caught flat-footed because when Gamora is in a Guardians team, it can sneak some wins in. Not always, but it can sneak a win in. Usually Guardians are an easy win, But with Gamora in there, that's not always the case. It depends on, you know, how powerful they have the Gamora. So again, you know, nothing changing here. Another team that I do want to juice them up. If I see her in, I think the whatever store she's in, I do pick up her shards because I'd like to get her to 6. So no change here. Oh yeah, we did take Night Nurse to Gear 15. I don't remember if that had been done before, but it's done now, so I can use her in the city nodes for Dark Dimension 4 when we get there. And then this is the team, you know, the Mary Sue's team. So obviously, when we get to the other two Infinity Watch ladies, you know, we'll have to take Captain Marvel and Minerva out. And then that's going to create an interesting, where do I put them, thing. Because I honestly don't know. I'll figure something out, but right now I have no clue. But as it is, this is pretty much a sure win team because Mary Sue and Gamora and Nebula are just insane. And then, of course, she keeps the heals going. And then Captain Marvel is the weak link. So, but it's my third team to go over 500. So that's kind of cool. And then, of course, symbiotes and that. And then this is my cosmic team right now. The AI seems to go after Minerva hard. So, unless Thanos is taunting, they try to delete her, like, immediately. Which is rather annoying, to be honest. So, we can look at that a little bit more in just a bit. So that's where we're going as far as the... that's the Save Squad lineups. And then once I get these two going, like I said, I want to work on Astonishing X-Men for my U7 and replace symbiotes with the Astonishing X-Men. And but at the same time, I need to keep working on other characters for more blitzing, and I'm doing that kind of sort of short term, but I don't really have the resources to keep doing it. But I did add one more team, so that's kind of how I'm looking at it with X Factor, and it's a team I'm going to have to work on anyway. So we'll go, you know, it makes sense. But I will have to do more. There's no lie. But short term, for arena purposes, so like for the cores. I've got to get these two up. I've just got to get them up to max, and that's going to take all the resources, and there's not going to be anything left really for blitz, really, not really. Yeah, it's just there's just too much to do, and there's not enough resources. I mean, that's the real big rub there. So yeah, I guess we can go into here real quick, and I have cleared, if I can figure out where it's at. Alright, so that was non-legendary global. So this was the first cosmic node, and if you look, yeah, it didn't start off so well, and then the next two were pretty much even. I did avoid the Emma trap, which is pretty good. But, you know, I could not one-shot it, obviously. Dad Bros probably would have helped me a lot to do that, but otherwise, you know. But that is that. I don't know why. Oh, it's not showing me the enemies, because there is a trap. There's an Emma. You can get trapped behind Emma where... if you don't take care of her at the right time, it doesn't have to be first, but you have to take care of her because she always uses her ultimate, which basically will blind you constantly. So you gotta take care of her. Otherwise, you can go into this infinity loop where you just, you know, she's not gonna do any damage to you really, but she's gonna blind you. So, and then this is the one I'm working on. So, this one also sucked, but, you know, I did better the first one. The second one, you know, I went 3 or 4 different restart attempts, and finally I just said, you know what, screw it. You know, I've got better things to do than to try to get the perfect RNG. I get whatever I get, you know. I mean, I had to stop playing this for what, a couple months, just because I didn't have the characters. So, and a lot of these people are using it with 5 anyway. So there are a few 4s in here, but you know, like I say, I didn't use any of those. But I wanted to use, you know, Mary Sue and Silver Surfer just to see how they were. And Mary Sue does work pretty decently, I'm not gonna lie. I think Silver Surfer works pretty good too. But I don't know. I wish my Mary Sue was a bit more beefier. And then if I had a fifth one, it would have been nice too. But that's that. Okay, so I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to recover. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Leave a like and all that other fun stuff, and we'll see you in the next video.